Question number 6. Consider the function f of x. Draw a sketch of f of x showing the zeros, y-intercepts. Okay, let's draw the graph for this function. So I can erase the old one. There we go, enter and then tab. So fraction x squared minus over 1 minus x squared. X squared, and down in the denominator 1 minus x squared, and then plus 2 at the end. Move this out of the way. Okay, so sketching the graph is just basically copying. This part is the most important part. Over here we assume that nothing exciting will happen if we continue to go in this direction or in this direction or up here. So this part is important, this part is important, and this part is important. And also where to grade the axis. So we're gonna grade them 1, 2, 3, and we see that this it's crossing around 1.4, and this is crossing the axis where x is minus 1.4 more or less, and the y-intercept is here where y is 2, so that's important. Okay, so grade the axis and then draw the graph or sketch it. So number 1 shouldn't be any problem. The A, and then determine the stationary point of the curve and determine its nature. So a stationary point for us means where the curve is turning. So here it's going down, 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 down. Here it stops, and then it's going up. Here it's basically just the y value, or f of x, is increasing. It's going up, 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 up. Same here. So this is the stationary point, and it's a minimum. Okay, if it's the top of a hill, it's a maximum. So this stationary point, the coordinates are x is 0 because it's on the y-axis, and the y value is 2. So B would be minimum 0, 2. C. Determine the coordinates of the x-intercepts and y-intercepts. Okay, so let's analyze this graph. Let's see if we can go to analyze graph, and then we can find the zeros, for example, for this function. We can go to the left and to the right, and then if it doesn't work to move it just like that, maybe click escape once, then try to grab this, and then you can move it. Let's do it again. Analyze graph and find the 0, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. And then maybe if you need to escape, and then you click and hold and grab it and move it out of the way. So x-intercepts, let's write down. We have 2 x-intercepts. X-intercepts. So we had minus 1.41, 0. Of course the y value is 0 because it's on the x-axis. Sometimes you can get a strange value, a number, and then e minus 21 or something. It's so close to 0, so it's it is 0. So you can always write a 0 when it's an x-intercept. And the second one was 1.41, 0. Okay, and now we have to find the y-intercept. So we're just assuming that it's going to be 0, 2, but to be sure, let's find out. How about we trace, or can we find the oh, let's do the trace, graph trace, and then y-intercept stops there, and we have the answer down here in the corner, so it's 0, 2. So y-intercept only 1, intercept 0, 2. D, find the equation of the tangent to the curve at the point where x is equal to 2. Okay, so now we have to plot a point. So we're going to do it with geometry, points and lines. And it's not going to be point. A point can be anywhere. Doesn't have to be on the graph. So it has to be point on. So then we click here, this graph, and then we move. If we cannot get the x value exactly 2, let's say I click here, it's 2.44. I have to change this so it's exactly 2. If it doesn't work to click, remember you can always once in a while click the escape to go out of this mode that you're in at the moment. And then you can click on it, and hopefully you can click again, and then you can erase it, type 2 and press enter, and then it will move the point. So now the point is 2, 2/3. Same here, if you cannot move it, just like I do in the computer, click escape once, click and hold, and then you grab it and you can move the coordinate. So now we have the point where x is equal to 2. We have to draw the tangent that goes through this point, and menu, geometry, points and lines, and we're not going to draw a line, we're going to draw a tangent, and then we're just going to click on the point and then probably escape, and then we can grab this and extend it a little bit, and grab this and extend it. Okay, now what is the equation of this tangent? We're going to go to menu and actions, and here we can find the coordinates and equations, and we're just going to click on the line and we see the equation here. So 0.44x minus 0.22. So find the equation of the tangent. Okay, D would be 0.44x, y is equal to 0.44x. Was it minus 0.22? Let's have a look. Minus 0.22, that's correct. E, find the coordinates of the point of intersection of f of x and g of x. So we have to draw the graph for this function as well. So minus 2 over square root of 2. Let's go to tab, second function. Going to do a quotient, so minus 2. We're going to use this minus sign. The denominator, it's square root of 2. Go to the right, to the right. X plus 2. X and then plus 2. Let's move this out of the way. If it's too crowded, you can start deleting the old stuff that you don't need right now, or erase everything and just draw the two graphs again, because we don't need the tangent right now, for example. So let's have a look. The point of intersection of f of x and g of x. So we have 3 points of intersection. So we only need to analyze graph intersection. I'm going to start a little bit to the left of this point, so about here, and then to the right, and then it says intersection. Let's move this point up here so we can see it, minus 0.707. So E will be minus 0.707 point comma 3. That's the first point of intersection. Let's do it again. Menu, analyze graph, intersection. Let's start a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. So it's going to be the y-intercept. So 0.2. 0.2. And then the third one, menu, analyze graph, intersection, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. So it's going to be the x-intercept, 1.41, 1.41, comma 0. And finally, if the graph is last question, determine if f of x is odd, even, or neither. Okay, so we have to remember the definition of an odd function or an even function. So let's have a look. If we just look at the part, this part, everything to the right of the y-axis, do we have the mirror image on the left side? The answer is yes, because this part is reflected here. You can see the symmetry. And this part of the graph on the right side, you have it mirror image, so to speak, on the left side. So this function is even. So we're just going to write f even.